No, I don't. It's in the kitchen, man. Why?
Just said open up fucking YouTube and just make sure everything's running smooth, like the voices. And...
I can, I'm pretty sure I can do it through my phone. I think. Should be able to. Let me give that a quick check. Let's see what we got.
Mic check it.
Let's play, no. Yeah, I don't see it on my videos. Yeah, I don't see it. You have your laptop out, or do you need me to go grab mine?
Yeah, I don't have mine.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. God damn it, Deuce. Yeah, I'll be right back, man. I should grab my laptop.
Alright.
Oh, shit. Alright, I'm back.
Alright, now I can't find my fucking lighter. And we don't have no intro for this fucking R2
Yeah, I'm sure you can come up with something good, huh? You should just make like a beginning of like an audio of just like a few pennies in a jar and just shake them up. That'd be funny. Alright, let's see. I'm starting up my shitty Windows. Oh yeah, hear that? Alright, I smoke my cigarette. What the fuck?
Yeah. You ready to start this shit?
Did you check the audio? Did you,
oh,
check?
no. I didn't. I'm just ready to fucking go.
Yeah. I'm about to do that. Hold up. Oops, let me just hop on Chrome here.
This is R2 podcast, formerly known as the Modcast.
Only formerly known as the Modcast until, you know, just for this episode anyway. No. It'll catch on. It'll be a thing. So this is technically like Ep1.
Yeah, that's why I put F1 originally.
Oh, okay. Son of a bitch. Who the fuck's tried Skyping me? Is that? Oh, that's just some bullshit. Logging into YouTube. Alright, my channel. R2 live now. Alright, my channel.
You said to open up fucking YouTube and just make sure everything's running smooth, like the voices.
I can, I'm pretty sure I can do it through my phone. I think. Should be able to. Let me give that a quick check. Let's see what we got.
Mic check it.
Dude, audio is good. We're ready to roll it.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I don't see it on my... You can hear it, right? It sounds good to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's roll it. Top Hat? What the fuck are you playing right now? Is this GTA?
No, it's like a fucking phony GTA that you can build in.
Yeah, I don't have mine. That's funny. Alright. Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so basically I think this is how I'm going to open it up every week. We'll do like, it's the date, it's September 7th. This is our 2 cents. Don't spend it all in one place. And then have it start. Right? So every week we'll change it. This is our 2 cents. And then put in something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. It's original. And that's all that matters. Gotta be a maverick, man. Alright, well, I'm waiting on your fancy introduction here, so let's get this stuff
Alright, I'm
rolling.
just making sure I got it all in one place.
Alright.
Yeah. Fuck you. Alright, it's September 7th, 2016. This is our 2 cents. Don't spend it all in one place. And then that would be like filler for music. We come back in and be like, alright, welcome.
No. You forgot the next part of the intro. You gotta be like, I'm Deuce. And then I'm
that's here. You know what I mean? Like that was just like for intro before like the music.
So I thought you were like about to roll it, but apparently I was wrong.
Oh yeah, well now this is where we come in and do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, so welcome to our 2 cents. This is it's a podcast. I'm your host, Deuce, with my homie
Deacon.
Alright. So basically we had a podcast that we started up. It was named the Modcast. We had some technical difficulties with that and the whole structure of it, so we took what we had and we're running with a new name. Hopefully we can get our RSS feeds and everything will be fucking solidified and we'll be good to be on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. So look for that in the next couple weeks. But yep, we'll be known as our 2 cents from now on. This will be episode 1. Yeah, so we have a different format, but it's basically the same essence of what we were giving you the first time. So yeah, we're gonna give you some game news. We're gonna give you some laughs. We're gonna give you some of our life, and you're gonna love it.
And basically, I mean, altogether, just round it, it's straight up entertainment.
Exactly. So, basically, we're going to start these episodes off with a segment called Loose Change. So, Deacon, you got any loose change, man? What's been going on personally?
Well, tons of loose change. Thank God no homeless people around to ask me for it. But, I mean, in terms of loose change, just, it's, I don't know if you guys have been around, if you guys have caught our first episode of the Modcast. I mean, now we're known as Our 2 Cents. But if you guys did catch the first episode that we did, and it, like you just said, Deuce, it was a little shaky. But if you did catch that episode, you will probably catch some stuff of me there talking about how I was unemployed and I got, laid off. And it was just, it was straight brutality. I mean, I was just like a hell month, couple of months actually, and but I'm back to it. I got my job back, and I love what I'm doing, and it's really good. You know what I mean? Just been coming home, cracking in a culto. I've been recently getting back to the gym, trying to get back in shape, and things have been good. But I mean, in terms of funny moments at work, I haven't really had any quite so far. I'm only a couple weeks in, so I mean, maybe in the future I'll be able to add a little bit more into the loose change segment. But in terms of right now,
you're back at the same spot then, right? The same job you were at the first time.
Yeah.
The button spot.
Yep, making the buttons.
Fucking right.
For all you guys who wear flannel shirts and button downs, man.
You been going to the gym, dude, getting your fucking pump on, bruh?
Hell yeah.
Fucking right.
Arnold Schwarzenegger said, there's nothing better than the pump.
You go every day?
That's what I'm shooting for, yeah. I went up yesterday. I started yesterday, and I went up today, so I'm hoping to keep getting into it. I'm out of protein, so I have none of that, which is kind of shitty, so I have to go down to the GNC and pick up some more protein, but yep, looking to get back into it, so it's definitely going to be, I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm sore right now, trust me. I'm like sitting here like, shoe buddy. Shoe buddy.
Yeah, dude, I can't fucking get my ass to go to the fucking gym like that. Can't do it.
It's brutal. Like
I'd get some shit for home though, dude. I'd do like the kettlebell thing and fucking. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd do
yeah,
that
yeah.
type of shit. That'd be dope. But yeah, I'm not going to the gym.
I mean, it's just a matter of like, getting back into the flow. Like I recently saw a picture that I took and how I measured my progress. And now hear me out. This may sound weird to you because you're not, too accustomed into the gym going thing. But I was like up there for 7, 8 months every day, like working out. Like that was my shit. Like I was up there all the time. That's what I did, and I was just always up there. And I had a great physique going on. And how I measured my progress was every month, at the end of the month, I would take a picture of myself, like just like kind of like posing down, just to
Mm.
kind of measure my progress. I'd be like, all right, so I'm getting some serious pump in my pecs. I'm starting to get, my arms are starting to look a little bit better, a little bit more toned, and all right, my calves need some more work or whatever. So that's kind of how I measured it. And the last month before I stopped working out, I took a picture, and I recently bumped into that picture. I didn't really know where it was, where it went to, but I just bumped into it. And I was like, I was looking at it, and I looked at myself, and I was like, I fucking hate myself right now. Like, how did I let myself go so far in the opposite direction? And so now it's just a matter of getting back to it, you know what I mean? And it's been at least 6 months now where I've been out of the gym, so plenty of time for my body to go to shit, So now it's just a matter of working back up to where I was.
Word.
But
That's
it's
what's up,
like
though.
for me is like in order to get into the gym, dudes, you like need to just do it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like that's it. That's like all I can say. You just got to do it. That's it. You
Yeah.
just have to get up there and just go. And
Yeah, I
then
just can't
eventually,
fucking, I just can't do it, dude. Like I get done work, dude, and I'm so fucking tired. You know what I mean, dude. Like I'm fucking out there moving
of
all
course.
fucking day. There's no way. There's no fucking way I'm
But
going to the
like
gym.
how you got to think about it though is be like, all right, I'm tired. I just worked. You have to start thinking of the gym as an additional part of your workday because that's the only way to look at it that will make sense to you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, all right, now I have to go to the gym. It becomes a schedule, and that's something you have to get. Once you get used to it, you'll be like, all right, I still gotta work for another hour and a half. Work meaning the gym. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like that still will be instilled into your day. So you just have to get used to it. So I don't know. I'm pretty
I
excited.
dig it. Definitely dig it, dude. That's what's up. Glad to hear
So
you
what about
fucking
you,
doing
man?
healthy things. My loose
Oh
change,
yeah, I
man. I
try.
lately, dude. Fuck. Oh, dude. Last week was hell. Like I had a lot of loose change last week, dude. Fucking. I work on a golf course. Do landscaping at like a country club, and
Yeah.
last week was airification. And basically, airification is we poke holes like they're big enough that like you could stick your finger into it. Like that's about as big as the hole is. But there's fucking holes throughout the whole entire golf course, on every fairway, on every green, on every tee. There's these tiny holes
Yeah.
that we poked in. But when we poke in these holes, it pulls out like packing peanut sized dirt and sand that we have to pick
Really?
up. Dude, so like the entire week was spent picking up these, they call them plugs, of dirt and sand. And dude, it's fucking brutal. It's 12 hours every day of just fucking blowing these sand. It's just sand all in your shoes and your socks. 12 hours, dude, of just fucking grit. Dude, it was the worst. But
Oh
actually,
my
yesterday, dude, we had a company fucking party at this place called Smoky Bones. It's like a steakhouse. But dude, I got there and it was supposed to be like, we were supposed to have cocktails and appetizers. I got there, dude, and fucking, I go to get a drink from the bar. They're like, oh, I was like, oh, let me get a lager. And she comes over and I pull money out. She's like, oh no, you guys have open bar for 2 hours. Don't worry about it. Really? Well, in that case, put that fucking beer away and get me a Captain and Coke with a double.
Right? Come
Dude,
on.
I got
That's
so
the way to
lit.
go.
Dude, I got so fucking drunk at this company
Here we
party,
go
dude.
again.
And my girl got fucking wasted too. Like, dude, we were drinking $10 drinks after $10 drinks like all night.
Damn.
Dude, they
All
let
right,
us
so
go
I
for like
actually,
3 hours.
really,
Yeah, dude, it was fucking open bar for like 3 hours. I got so trashed.
that's badass.
Yeah, I
That is
ended up
lit.
waking
I
up
will
late for work
use
this
your
morning.
word,
That
man.
was fucking bad.
Oh shit, did you? That's not good, man.
Yeah, and they all knew why too, because I was drunk at the party.
You were lit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
so
man.
that's my
So,
loose
so
change,
how'd
man.
that go? How'd
Oh,
that
me
go?
showing up
Like, did
late?
you talk to your boss? Yeah, yeah.
Well, I showed up and he wasn't really mad. My boss wasn't really mad. He was just like, he kind of laughed it off, like, you had a little too much drink last night. I was like, well, not really, dude. Like, the thing was, I just set my alarm to PM. Like, you know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Like,
god.
it wasn't even that, dude. I would
Man.
have just woke up and been super, super hungover and came in. But yeah, my alarm got all fucked up because I got drunk. So, yeah, it was because I got drunk,
Actually,
essentially.
you bringing up that story actually just popped a story into my head. So I do have some more loose change.
Loose change.
I got it, and I'm gonna hit you up with this. So my first week back to work, US Button has a pool tournament that they host the last Wednesday of every month at a bar called Charlie Bravo's. I particularly am not too fond of this bar because they're one of those bars that charge a little bit too much for their drinks. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that's like the one reason why I don't really like that bar. But anyhow, so I get there at like 3 o'clock, like 2:45, 3 o'clock, and I get to the bar. We go through our pool tournament, and I got smoked. Like I lost my, I instantly eliminated. So I was like, whatever, I'll just stay and fuck around. So I ended up staying there until like 7:30, right? So I was there for hours, right? And by the time I left, I was pretty lit, as you would say. So,
Lit.
oh yeah, I was definitely lit, man. So out in the lobby, like they have this lobby area, okay, and that's where you can go and like smoke cigarettes and whatever, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So apparently, as far as I know, you're not allowed to bring your drinks out into the lobby, which I don't understand why, because technically it's still in the bar, like you're not outside, you're just in
Mm-hmm.
the lobby area where you can smoke and shit. So you're still technically in a bar.
Probably because they
So
don't want
I
people
mean,
sneaking out with them.
yes, which I understand, but I mean, I guess that saying, one bad egg ruins the dozen, you know what I mean? So I can kind of understand where they're coming from with that, but I wasn't really too aware with this rule, okay? So I go out there with my beer and I'm smoking a cigarette and I'm just, kind of bullshitting out there. The bartender comes out and she was pretty pissed. Like, she was not having it, dude. She walked in and she's like, you can't bring the beer out in the lobby. She, like, gave me a dirty face and she walked back in the bar. What the fuck is your problem?
Wow.
So I finished my cigarette. I saw her place it on the bar. Like she put it right on the bar. So I finished my cigarette, stumbled my way back into the bar. My beer's not there. I was like, what the fuck? So I look at the bartender. I was like, where's my beer? And she's like, I don't know. I have a very strong belief that she threw away my beer because the next part will probably make sense to you. So I then say, well, I'll order another one. Give me a Budweiser. So then she proceeds to tell me, I can't serve you anymore. I'm like, what? Like, why? Like, I was lit, but I wasn't hammered. You know what I mean? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't too drunk. Like, I wasn't like, how you see a guy at a party who's like too fucked up, and
Yeah.
like people will be playing beer pong and he'll be knocking over tables and spilling cups everywhere. Like I was not there, and I never get there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, sometimes I can't say never, but sometimes I do get too drunk, but I never knock shit over. But I wasn't that fucked up. You know what I mean? So I was like, why? And she's like, well, if you're to hop in your car and go home and something happens to you, I'm going to be held liable for that if I keep serving you, and I can lose my bartending license. And I was like, well, that's not good. But the fortunate thing is, I don't have a vehicle. So you're checked on that. Like, I'm walking home. And she's like, oh, you're walking? And I was like, yeah, I don't have a car. Are you paying attention? And, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm walking. And she was like, well, unfortunately, if you hurt yourself out there walking, I'm still going to be liable, so I
You
can't
dumb
serve you.
bitch.
I'm like, what? How
You
can I?
stupid
I'm
cunt.
not that fucked up. How am I going to hurt myself walking? I have been more fucked up than I was leaving that bar, or leaving anywhere for that matter, and I have been way worse and never hurt myself walking home. It's like, how the fuck is that even, like, what the fuck? I was like, you know what, I'll just go somewhere that will serve me. See you
Yeah,
later.
it just sounds like
That
she was making
out.
an excuse to fucking be a bitch, dude. Like, get
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
here.
I
I
was
don't want
like,
to
what
hear
the
that.
fuck is your issue? I bring a beer out in the lobby and you freak out and you're not going to serve me and you dump my beer? Fuck you. There's a bird
Suck
for
a
you. And I
daisy.
paid like I paid like 30 something, $40 while I was there. Like too much for what I consumed. A couple pitchers between me and a buddy, and then a few beers on the side and a shot or whatever, and then a few more beers. And she was like, "You should cut me off." I'm just like, "What the fuck?" And like they're that bar that I feel that would like water down your drinks. Like I feel like that's the kind of bar that would do that.
Fucking assholes.
Just to keep buying more shit from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I hate that bar, and I have to go back for the pool tournaments, but oh my god. I am seriously gonna have some loose change for the next time I go to the bar. When I talk to that bartender, I'll tell you that.
Fucking right. Tell that bitch.
Damn straight. Hell
Bitch.
yeah, man, and I'm gonna do that. Next modcast or shit, loose change. It's still in my head, dude. The modcast thing is still in my brain. It's like insane.
It's gonna be for a while. I mean, that was what it was supposed to be, and we're moving on to better things. It's really forming. Like things grow, and good thing that we caught it right there in the nick of time, and now we can get everything legit, and it's gonna be a fucking dope podcast. So, our 2 cents.
So let's move on to you have no more loose change, dudes. Yeah.
No, that's it for my loose change, man. I'm all out of change.
All right. Well, I guess that is it for our loose change segment, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into our next segment. Let's get into penny for your thoughts. So what this segment entails is I got this, man.
You got that, bro.
So I got this. So what penny for your thoughts means? This is a segment where we are going to give our opinions of a game that we have played. It's going to be the same game. I mean, it doesn't always have to be, right, Deuce? Or is like I'm not exactly sure how.
Yeah, I guess we're going to do the same game, and it's going to be like something that we just played recently in between those 2 weeks that you guys are waiting for another podcast. So eventually it'll be things that you guys are suggesting, but for now, it'll probably just be some random game we decide to pick off of the PlayStation Network. So we'll do it like that for now until we get some suggestions or new games that come out or new releases that we grab. So we'll do it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Penny for your thoughts. So recently we both had gotten into the Battlefield 1 beta. And yeah, we spent some time on it now. What do you think? We've spent about at least 10.
I get, yeah, 10, 15, maybe.
Yeah, like 10, 15 hours.
I mean, because I know we put some time into it this weekend.
Yeah, dude, like I'm sitting here right now, and I honestly, because I know it ends tomorrow, I'd rather be playing it right now.
Yeah, for real.
So there's the start of my review. I'll just, you know what? Yeah, Deacon, you go first. You tell them what you think about it, and then I'll give my little review on it. And
Are you sure?
Yeah, penny for your thoughts, man.
All right. Well, question before I begin here. I thought it ended Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday.
It ends tomorrow, I think. Or tomorrow. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe tomorrow's the last day.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense. So yeah, let's like nail this podcast, and then tomorrow play the shit out of Battlefield. Like, see that right there is a good point. But anyway, moving on. Penny for your thoughts. So, as Deuce stated, we've been playing Battlefield 1, and if you guys check out our Facebook pages. Mine, you can look me up. My name's Alec D'Angelo. You can look up my Facebook page, and I have some stuff, a few videos up from our Battlefield 1 experimentations. We had an awesome time with it, a lot of laughs, a lot of struggles as well. I mean, especially me, because I was getting pissed off at a certain point. I mean, just getting irritated, you know what I mean? But that's with every Call of Duty game or shooter game. I don't know, it's just one of those things. But unlike a lot of the recent shooters that have been coming out, like these new things, these futuristic based shooters, I've been really not liking them. The only game I really got into, Call of Duty or Modern Warfare wise, was Black Ops 1. I played the shit out of Black Ops 1. And Modern Warfare 2 was awesome because I love the survival. Not too much the online play, but I love the survival. Like, that was my shit in Modern Warfare 2. Or was it 3? I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. But
I don't really remember. Survival?
Yeah,
I don't even remember. I don't know.
it could be Modern Warfare 3 or 2. I don't remember, but you guys can help me out with this brain fart that
You
we're having.
guys know.
Yeah, I don't, and he doesn't, so we're fine. But anyway, Battlefield 1, I am definitely buying it when it drops. Hell, I might even go as far as pre-ordering the game. Like, I will tell you right now, great game. It looks amazing. Like, does it not?
It feels great. I love the feel of it. It's dope. I mean, yeah, this is your review
Awesome.
though, so.
Yes, but I just wanted, I just wanted your input there. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what I mean?
no, it's definitely fucking dope. It's a dope game.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. The graphics are fucking amazing. I like rolling the sniper class, the scout. Like, that's my thing. I love sniping. The guns in the game, like the Gewehr rifle that I use for sniping, awesome. I love the action with the bolt action and the shooting. It's all very realistic to what you would think would take place. I'm pretty sure it takes place in World War One, maybe slash World War Two. I don't know, because I think they did incorporate a few weapons that were involved in World War Two as well. So I think it's more on a broad span of time, not just World War One that they're focusing on.
I think they put out a statement saying it was specifically World War One, but that'd be dope if we had a blend. But
yeah, that would be
who knows?
That would be pretty cool. So I don't know. But yeah, the game, if I could recommend it, I would probably give it in about a 8.5, 9. Like, that would be pretty
for
solid.
beta,
And that's
yeah, for the phase it's at.
That's very, yeah, for the beta. I mean, it's still a little buggy. We have been
buggy.
experimenting with problems with, like, the black screens and the freezing and having to close the app, go back in, reload it, reconnect. We've been having those issues, but that's to be expected with large map, large people, like a large amount of people in these large maps. Like, I think it's 60 players, like 30
64. Yeah, that's what they did with Battlefield 4 too. So, I mean, it's just a fucking beta. The menus are fucking so buggy. They're so buggy, but it is what it is.
I'm probably gonna pre-order this shit. Nasty game.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Man, the game is dope. What'd you give it? You gave it a 9?
I gave it probably a solid 9. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. We spent what, 15 hours with it. I did mostly the medical class. Now I've been playing since like Bad Company 2. And back in Bad Company 2 days, I had like a MLG team and we did our thing with that. But like this game now, man, like from Battlefield 4, I'm not even going to incorporate Hardline. From Battlefield 4 to this, it's still familiar, but they definitely did some unique things with it now, with like the class ranking and just the way they handle things. Like the engineer class is kind of weird, and I don't really like that right now, but it's alright, because like my favorite class used to be like engineer, you know what I mean? But the engineer class now, you have to like spawn in a tank in order to get your engineer class, which is kind of wacky, but it is what it is. I don't think it's just a tank. I think you could spawn in any vehicle. But yeah, I spent a lot of time just medical class, and I did assault class for a while in support. The sniping, I did that a lot in Bad Company 2, and it kind of got boring for me. With this one, it's more like you're active. You're not like, it's not Bad Company 2 where you're camping. You're literally just sitting there sniping. You kind of got to move. I mean, there is camping, of course, but like, you kind of want to keep it moving. It's a good base, dude. It's a good beta. For beta where it's at right now, I'd definitely give it an 8. Just certain things I got to fix. There's certain things I just don't like. One thing I do miss is helicopters. I'd rather have helicopters than planes.
I don't think there was any helicopters in
There isn't. Well, not the map that we had, Sinai Desert. There isn't. So like in Battlefield in 4, it was all helicopters. There was some planes, but it was helicopters, dude. Like the helicopters. There was transport choppers. There was fucking assault choppers. The choppers were fun. They were fun to use. They were fun to take down too. So I don't know. I miss the choppers. Yeah, I just give it a solid 8. It's an 8. I'm definitely gonna buy it. I'm definitely gonna be on it for a good couple 100 hours.
Oh yeah.
Collecting
For
bodies,
sure.
man. Body collector. Oh yeah, dude, you guys gotta check out that fucking kill streak I got. I got this kill streak with an engineer class. It was like, I don't even know how many dudes I mowed down. We got chased into this building, and they just tried to keep flooding in, man. And we keep closing the doors, and they have to run through them. And as they're running through them, we're just chopping them down, dude. That was intense. Yeah, the game's fun, man.
It was really epic, man. It was epic. There's no other way to explain that video other than the word epic. Like, it just fits. Or
you guys gotta check that out.
Whichever way you would have it. I know you like the word lit, but I think epic.
It was definitely epic. It was definitely lit as well. So, fucking right. So that's
man.
what we got for Penny for your thoughts. So now we're gonna move into a new segment we're adding in. But we're gonna do a little conversation game. It's called Make Sense. Now, Make Sense is a game where we take turns saying a sentence, attempting to tell a story. The catch is we begin our sentences with fortunately and unfortunately, and continue until we no longer make sense. So this is gonna be an experimental thing. We're gonna have fun with it.
It's gonna get hairy.
It is gonna get hairy, dude. It's fucking covered. It's Sasquatched already. It's Sasquatch already. So I guess I'll start it off this week, and we'll go back and forth between weeks. So I guess whoever starts it off would start off with the fortunately. Okay. So I guess necessarily it doesn't even have to be fortunately. It doesn't have to. It could be neutral.
No, you just gotta.
It could be neutral.
With a base. Like,
yeah, just somebody's doing something. Okay. All right. So Greg decides to take a walk to the park.
Fortunately, there was a lot of beautiful women.
On the way to the park, I'm assuming?
Well, in the park.
In the park. Okay. So, fortunately, there was a lot of beautiful women in the park. Unfortunately, Greg doesn't know how to speak to the ladies. Is that what his name was? Okay, we're going with Greg. His name is Greg now. Greg is not too...
Greg it is.
Yeah, Greg is not too good with the ladies, unfortunately.
Damn, that blows. Well, fortunately, maybe he'll have better luck with the men. I knew.
Unfortunately, they're already starting to look at Greg as if he doesn't belong there.
Fortunately, Greg has crafted a really cool opera mask from college, so he hopes to put it on and blend in with his surroundings.
Unfortunately, that plan goes to shit and the bitches are running.
Oh, well. Fortunately, the men aren't running.
Unfortunately, the men are charging.
Oh, damn. Oh my god, this puts me in a bad spot. I don't want to say something too bad. Oh shit. This is getting rough, man. This
Gotta
is
make
like
sense.
a really tight story that Greg is in. Well, yeah, it has to make sense, man. But I'm just like, I'm trying to keep it, roughly PG here, But
No, you don't have to do that, dude. We say fuck all the time.
I know, but there's like a lot of dirty comments that I could.
Oh yeah, just dude, give it your fucking most creative, dirtiest comment you got.
Oh man, this is gonna be really bad.
Is it going dark? How dark is it going?
Oh, dude, it's going real dark and smelly. So,
fortunately, this is an adult podcast.
I got this. All right, don't start with that fortunately shit. All right. All right. Fortunately, he went to the gym the day before. And he was, doing those. He was on the machine where he was like working out his glutes, getting a nice stretch.
Unfortunately, the people charging are juiced up.
They're juiced up
to the fucking T.
Oh my god. Fortunately, Greg has a brain and he decides to split.
Unfortunately, in his attempt to evade, he trips.
Oh man, sons of a bitch. unfortunately, he caught himself. And he
Unfortunately,
accidentally ran.
I was gonna cut you off.
All right. Cut me off, because I don't know where I'm going with this. This is getting hazy.
Okay, you said fortunately he catches himself.
Yeah, fortunately, he caught himself. So he didn't fall.
Unfortunately, it was on a fucking bed of spikes, and Greg died right there on the spot.
Fortunately, he was a Catholic.
We're gonna wrap it up there. We're gonna wrap it up
Man,
there.
that was good. That was good.
Oh yeah, see, that's gonna get classic. We're gonna get some good ones out of that. So, I mean, Greg, dude, Greg, I feel bad for you. He was just trying to go to the park, meet some bitches. Homie took a spill on a bed of spikes after trying to do an opera mask routine, and yeah, sorry, Greg. So that was our Make Sense segment. Yeah, so that's gonna get fun. So we're gonna move on over to the next segment, which we like to call the loot. Now this segment is gonna be all of our game news. Now before we start, I do want to let you guys know we do paraphrase a lot. You're gonna hear fucking things that we're saying as if they're facts, and they're not. They're complete fucking bullshit, made up stories that we're just fucking saying on the spot. Yeah, it's just the way it goes, dude. But the game news is 100% genuine. It's just our opinions with it may vary from time to time, and we may recall things that don't actually exist. So take it with a grain of salt. It's our 2 cents, not yours. Fuck off. So yeah, this is the loot. What do you got for loot, man? What do you got for loot this week? Give me your first one. I will do it like that.
Alright, let's go down the list here. Okay, so for the first thing I got here for to add to the loot stash would be this this E3 for last year for Xbox. Now I don't know if they have separate E3s for PlayStation and Xbox, or I don't know if there's like a separate E3 going on.
No,
with
it's
that
all
whole,
one E3. They just have different
topics.
Yeah, different. Well, yeah, they're just set up. They have different setups there. I mean, it's all one E3.
Okay, so I mean, if anybody viewing here has an Xbox and knows a little bit more about what I'm talking about, please feel free to correct me if I am wrong, because I have a PlayStation 4.
And
so
he is
I'm not
going to be wrong.
versed in these matters, and my research was a little shady, so I'm just kind of gonna like go with the flow here. So correct me if I'm wrong. But they discussed a few topics at this E3, and those enlisted in the preview program. Apparently, it's released for them as of yesterday, and I guess these features are going to be coming out for the Xbox mobile app, and then later on for PC as well. And kind of what it's doing is they're adding like an arena on like an online tournament platform. They're going with kind of like they're adding more group features, stuff like that. And it's like, to me, as soon as I read through this stuff, and it kind of reminded me of what we have on PlayStation 4, the communities and the forums. Like, you could kind of like go into community and like type in a game, and just kind of join a community that all these people play this certain game, and you can kind of hook up with people and go trophy hunting, or you can go into the game and get fight clubs going, like for example in Dark Souls, or you can get like a co-op session going, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? You can kind of do it that way. So I don't know if that's what they're trying to incorporate for Xbox One. I mean, as far as I knew, they already had that, because I know my little brother has an Xbox One, and he joins communities frequently, but I'm pretty sure, I don't remember, because I was a little under the influence when that whole thing went down. So I don't know if he was saying he was joining communities from his phone. I think that's what he said. He was joining communities through his phone. So maybe Xbox One doesn't have the communities and stuff. So maybe that's what they are incorporating into the Xbox One. Communities, easier, accessible group features to group up with people. I don't know what this whole this whole tournament arena platform is. I have no idea what that's about. The only way I can really refer to that is, kind of going on communities, grouping up with people, and joining like a PvP club. Like that's the only thing I can really how I can relate to that.
Mm.
But so pretty much to sum it up, all this stuff just makes it easier for Xbox players to communicate and group up and get together and play some fucking video games. So
Play some fucking
that's what
Halo.
I got for my. Fuck Halo, man.
Right.
Let's not get into Halo. Right?
Congratulations, Microsoft. You're catching up. Like,
yeah, right.
You're only now doing that? How?
Yeah.
You
yeah,
see, it's a
sense
system
to
that
me,
works.
Like, dude, I was going through this and I was like looking this up and I was kind of like dumbfounded, which is like why, like I sound very skeptical, while I'm, doing this first, like just giving you this first topic. I'm very, like it's pretty much just a thought. It's coming out as a thought. It's not really coming out as a fact because I couldn't believe if it is what I think it is, if it is communities and forums that you can join right through the Xbox One platform, if that is what it is, that should already be there.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Now, if that is true, all the people that tell me Xbox One is better, they must be on some heavy shit.
I want that shit. Pass that shit.
Like, yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. Roll that up in a doobie. Let's see what's inside. Anyway, so what do you got for the first topic here?
First piece of loot,
bro.
All right, so the first piece of loot I have is kind of tied into a penny for our thoughts. It has to do with Battlefield 1. So I guess on Twitter, a bunch of fans that weren't too happy with the way the beta was set up, only based on it having only one map, had attacked Twitter and came at DICE, and they were just, ranting and raving about only having Snide Desert. And, the desert, it does get tiring and kind of really repetitive playing. Because once you have your tactics for Snide Desert, it's it kind of gets repetitive. Like me and Deacon, we have a tactic that it's pretty much foolproof, and as long as we have like one more person on our squad, a 3-man squad, we're pretty much guaranteed that W, like, or at least be at the top of the leaderboards, And so yeah, I could see how it gets kind of tiring. But to attack Twitter, to take to Twitter and attack, DICE and demand more maps is kind of crazy. The fucked up thing
Dude, it's a fucking beta.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, the fucked up thing is the developers over at DICE, dude, they responded, and I guess they had said something along the lines of, what type of map would you like? Type of deal. So, like, I think they're saying that they might put out or extend the beta. Maybe they would extend the beta. Dude, that would be so dope. To extend the beta and add another map, that would be so dope. Thank you so much. Do that.
Alright, so I have a little input on that.
What's up?
When I first signed in to PlayStation, before we started our first episode of Our Two Cents, Battlefield 1 had an update.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, I don't know, like, maybe, if I have time later on, if I can hop on Battlefield and check that out, maybe they did add a map. Maybe that's in the update. Or it could just be minor bug fixes.
Maybe they fixed the start menu, because that would be fucking lovely.
Yeah. That was, really, really glitchy. But I don't know. We could always check that out later on and see what's popping with that.
Yeah, we're going to get a match in tonight before I lay it down. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's my first piece of loot. What else do you got in your crate, bruh?
Well, our first episode of the modcast, to any of those people who did catch us on that video, and again,
hold on a second, Deacon. I don't want to cut you off, dude, but I wanted to keep it back on that piece of loot for a second. What type of map would you like to see, dude? All right, you got to think about it. It's World War I. What type of map would you expect to see, and what would you like to see? I'd like to see anything urban. Just
yeah.
Give me a close quarters map.
As you said that, I was kind of imagining that movie. And now I know it's not really, nothing really to do with World War I, but have you ever seen the movie Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
And they're like and they're all behind the tank and they're like taking fire or whatever it is, and there's like all these big fucking buildings in just like this urban ass area.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I would like to see. I think that would be a fucking awesome map. And the only thing that I think would be awesome about it is if these big buildings, like you could go in them and go up these certain floors and levels, and you could just be, it could be like a sniper haven, or like, you know, you'd have to go on with a squad and just light that fucking building up, or blow it up with a tank or something. I feel like that would be really cool if they added like towers and shit that you could just totally annihilate with artillery and tanks. I think that would be really cool. So, I mean, that would be something I would like to see. I don't know about you, but I think that would be badass.
Yeah, I'm not even picky. Any other map, I wouldn't even be picky. I'd just be excited to play on a new map. So, I'd like to see something urban.
If they started with 2 maps, I think it would have been great.
Oh, of course. Just something to go back and forth to.
Yeah.
Like, another thing that I hope they fixed was that fucking class ranking system and you having to back out of the server. Oh, that was horrifying, dude. That was... Yeah. So, yeah, there's a bunch of things that with it that I hope it gets extended for one. Maybe that was what that update was, and that's what I'm hoping for. But I guess I could do some research and look it up now to see exactly what that update was. And I think I'll do that while you're giving your next piece of loot. So,
that's exactly what I was about to say, man. Right on with that. So you can get on that research, and I will continue with my next loot piece here.
What do you got?
Back to what I was saying prior to Deuce interrupting me with more of this Battlefield 1 loot stuff. I was saying to all of those who have caught our first episode of the Modcast, first of all, I want to apologize. Everything, you know, we were just getting into it. Everything was new. We're still working on stuff, but it was really rough back then. Eh? Like, it was like a little, you know, rough around the edges. We had a very good base, but, you know, we're working on it, and I feel that it's getting better with progress. But anyway, if you did catch the first episode, one of our things in the loot would be Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was one of the things we talked about in our game news segment. And again, I have something popping up with Pokemon Go. So without further ado, let me get into it. So, Pokemon Go, I think it's the operator and founder of Niantic. I think his name is John Hank. I'm pretty sure. I think that's him. He, I believe, is the operator and founder of Niantic, and he released a few statements relating to Pokemon Go. He said, with Pokemon Go's tremendous success, and as we all know, Pokemon Go has made, since it came out, it has made like $440 million since it released on the App Store. Dude, can you imagine that? $440 million. Now, mind you, everybody, okay? Everybody who has this game, that $440 million came from in-app purchases. You know, where it's like, okay, this app is free, but then you get on the app and it's like, all right, you could buy gems. You could buy like 24,000 for like $100 real-time cash, like on like an iTunes card or something. Like, that's how they get you. $440 million in in-app purchases since the game has released. I find that like absolutely mind-blowing.
That's a lot of fucking Pokeballs, dude.
Goddamn right. So they actually they came out with well, they're coming out. I don't know if it has released. I do not partake in the Pokemon Go fad. That's what I like to call it. But I'm not all into that, so I don't have the app. I've never downloaded the app. I've never played the game.
I still have it.
So, yeah, you can actually check it because I know you have the app. But apparently they're coming out with this new thing called the Buddy System. I don't know if it's already out, if it has released, or if it's still in the works. But apparently what this Buddy System does is essentially it's a new idea where a certain person, I don't know if you get to select that certain buddy or a couple, you know, it could be your wife or your boyfriend or your husband or whoever. I don't know if it could be your brother or your cousin. I have no idea. But a certain buddy, let's just call it a buddy, all right? A certain buddy, if you're walking around with this buddy, you can like earn like points and certain bonuses, like earning candies for walking a certain amount of a distance with this buddy. And John Hank's belief is, with this new buddy system, people are going to get out and have healthy human interactions, meet new people, see new places, and if you guys watch the news, we have seen how that goes. It's not all that pretty as he makes it out to be. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, okay? But I was a little insulted from this comment because, at least in my generation and specifically generations above me, I feel like we don't need the incentive to go out and talk to people and have healthy human interactions, as he would like to call it. But we don't need to have the incentive of going out and playing a game to go do that, or to go see new places. They call that vacation. You know what I mean? When you go out with friends or a family or whatever, you go see new places. You don't necessarily have to be playing a game. You know what I mean? Mm. So that was a little weird to me in that aspect. But anyway, moving on. He also stated in one of his statements that he believes this new technology, I believe the scientific term for it is location augmented reality, which is, as we all know, what Pokemon uses. He believes this new technology can be extremely innovative, and he thinks game developers will have a field day with this new technology, and they're already, and from what I hear, there's already talk of this technology being pushed into new games. I know you saw that game I posted on my Facebook wall that's coming out in October. It's like a virtual reality type of deal, using like augmented location, whatever. It's using that stuff, but it's like a horror thing on your game, and it uses your deepest fears to freak you out, and it's on your phone. You can see shit on your phone and stuff. So I mean, there's already stuff coming out with this new technology. So I mean, who knows what we're gonna see in the future?
Yeah, I'm not really too big on the augmented reality thing. I just don't really care for it. It's like, for me to hold up my phone, see a picture of what's actually there with something on top of it doesn't really impress me. I can do that with Photoshop. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just, I don't, it's cool, I guess, for what it is. Like, Pokemon Go is cool, it's a cool idea, but it's not, I don't like how it was done. It could be done a lot better. That's why I haven't played it. I haven't deleted it, but I haven't played it.
I really don't. I agree with you 100%, Deuce. I really do. I don't think this, I don't enjoy that stuff. Pokemon Go, no, this Halloween game, I'll probably download it just to see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah.
Probably might. Who knows? Who knows how it will be? If it's a free app, I'll definitely buy it. If it's $1, I'll buy it. If it's $5, I might potentially buy it. If it's $10 though, I'm probably not gonna buy it. But,
all right. Well, while you were giving that piece of loot, dude.
This stuff isn't that great.
Dude, while you were giving that piece of loot, I actually found what that update was for Battlefield 1, and it is basically they went and unlocked all the weapons. So you can go on right now, and you won't have to like say the class that we haven't played with, like Assault. We'll have all the weapons for Assault unlocked.
Really now.
Yeah. So it'd be a nice time to get back on, just an experiment with different classes. And just have some fun with it. For people to experiment.
No new maps or bug fixes or anything?
No, that was it. That's all it was.
Just weapon updates?
Yeah, just weapon updates.
That's pretty cool. That's
cool, yeah. I mean, I'd like to get back on and try Assault and take out a bunch of tanks and shit. Yeah, be fun.
Definitely. So do you have any input on this Pokemon Go news?
Pokemon Go. No, it's good. What they're doing with the buddy system is good, because there's a lot of kids out here playing the game, so as long as they have an incentive of walking around with another person, that's good, because there's a ton of creeps. You fucking nasty fucks. So that's good. It's good. It's a decent app. It's a decent game. It could be done better. What they're trying to do with it, I mean, that's a good safety precaution, but they should be working on, some good updates. I mean, fix it. It should have been done already, you know? I feel like it should have been done already.
You couldn't have said any easier that the game just flat out sucks. You should have just said that.
It's a thing though. It doesn't actually suck. It's just not done to Pokemon standards. You know what I mean? It's just not done. It's not done. It's not done properly.
I agree. I do agree.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, I'd be a little bit more blunt about it, but I guess I'll just shut my mouth because I haven't played the game, so I'm not gonna go too far with that. But so do you have anything else? Any
Yeah,
other
I got some
pieces?
more. Got some more loot. Um,
All right, man.
so speaking
Let us
of
hear.
mobile games, I guess we'll keep it on the mobile thing. Apple has
Okay.
announced Nintendo will be launching a Mario game on iOS called Super Mario Run. So as the name implies, the game is an auto runner in which Mario automatically sprints from left to right, but players need to tap the screen to make him jump over gaps and collect coins. So it basically sounds like Mario, where say you're on your controller, your right was stuck, your B was held down and right was stuck down, and you're just running and you just have to hit A. So that's basically how that works. It looks pretty cool. I'll download it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really been that big into Mario, man. To tell you the truth, not on any system.
Like it looks like the original, so yeah, it looks cool. I'll download it, have some fun with it. So
What
Super
else?
Mario Run offers 3 different game modes. The first mode features challenging courses for you to complete. In the second mode, you challenge the play data of other people's completed courses. So I guess it'll be like a ghost run, where you just try to beat their
Yeah.
time. But now the thing here, it says you compete to see who can finish the course with the most style. So it sounds interesting.
What? So
Um,
like, is it like parkour? Like, do you have to do like flips and shit, and
there's a
or
video
points?
of it, but I only watched like 10 seconds of it. I mean, it just looked like Mario to me. But now that they're adding in the style factor, I think it's probably pretty interesting. Okay, now there's a third mode that you can create your own mushroom kingdom using coins collected by playing the first 2 modes. So I guess there's a build mode. It sounds
That's
good.
cool. So,
I'm in.
yeah, this seems all right, man.
It's
I
cool that
might give it a
Nintendo has
download.
an official app
Yeah,
making moves,
it's
Nintendo.
pretty tight. Well, I know Nintendo from the Pokemon Go thing has made billions of dollars since like the release date in stocks. Like their stocks have like raised like billions of
Oh
dollars.
yeah, yeah, of course,
But
of course.
so we'll see if it spikes again with this new Mario thing. So keep an eye on the stocks,
It's another little
ladies
piece of
and
loot
gentlemen.
for you.
Yeah, buddy. All right, so I guess I'll kick it off with the next one here. So I got a couple more to go through. So we're gonna start it off with the news I got on Killzone. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys are pretty psyched about this topic because I am. I definitely am. I think Killzone. I mean, when I did play, I played it on the PlayStation 2. It was the last Killzone that I played. I don't remember which one it was, but it was pretty badass. Me and my brother would play together, and we always had a good time with it. So, I mean, if we can see another game coming out for the Killzone series, I think that'd be pretty cool. Herman Hulst is the game director of Guerrilla Games, which is the company that has produced the Killzone series, and he has said it himself that the Killzone series is the very core of Guerrilla Games. So, with that being said, we all know the end of the series came with 2013's Shadowfall. Okay, Guerrilla Games, and even though it came to an end, he said the door hasn't closed, and no definite statement on the future of Killzone was given. Now, so with that being said, theoretically, there could be another Killzone game coming out in the future, but I mean, who knows what they're going to do with that because the end of the series has already came. So who knows? I mean, he released another statement saying it was too early to give a final answer on the future of Killzone because they are too wrapped up with Horizon Zero Dawn, which is apparently it was supposed to release this year, but it's actually releasing next year, 2017, sometime in November, if I
Yeah, I'm
remember
pretty pumped for
correctly.
that.
That's like the hearsay coming out with this new Horizon Zero Dawn. So if they have been working on it for as long as my research claims that it has been worked on, it should be pretty badass. And if the whole Killzone series is the very core of this game, if they could spark something up with this Horizon Zero Dawn, I mean, who knows? This could be the next thing for Guerrilla Games. If not, I can almost guarantee you they're probably going to go back to their roots and try to come up with something from Killzone. Now, even if Horizon Zero Dawn releases and it's a mega hit, who knows? They might actually come out with another Killzone just for the fuck of it, because I don't know about all of you, but I'm pretty sure Killzone is a pretty widely known series. I don't know, like, what about you, Deuce? Have you ever played Killzone? Have you ever gotten into the series?
Dude, I put an astounding amount of time on the Killzone. I put a total of 5 minutes.
Oh, you really,
yeah, dude, I just
really,
never, I didn't get into it.
No?
Yeah.
Well, maybe my contract is null and void, but I'm sure there's other people like me who the Killzone series was pretty badass. And
no, I remember people liking it. I just didn't get into it.
Well, you don't get into it, dude. You didn't get into The Last of Us, so I'm not surprised you didn't get into Killzone. You know.
All right, I have a reason.
Like,
I have an excuse for that. Me not getting into The Last of Us was during the zombie era. I was tired of fucking zombies, and I started the game in the first 2 minutes. I'm done. I'm done. I never gave it the time of day, so.
I quit. You're just like, I'm fucking done. Fuck zombies. I mean, I can understand where you're coming from with that, but with me, the beginning of the game didn't get you. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna totally publicly release this information so everybody, all of you can know. The very beginning of The Last of Us didn't get you at all. Didn't hook you and make you want to play and see what the story has for you next. The Last of Us is a game of story. It's a game of fucking tragedy. It's like all about the story. It's a fantastic fucking game. And it's not all zombies. I mean, I know it's like in like an apocalyptic era. So I understand why you could be a little bummed out, but the beginning of that when his daughter died didn't get you because like I said, I'm gonna admit this, dude. I fucking every time I play that game, even if like I've beaten the game at least 3 or 4 times now already, and I've done a lot of shit in The Last of Us, and the beginning of the game always gets me like it kind of tears me up a little bit every single time I play it. Like no, I'm serious, dude. It's not even funny. I'll be sitting here watching the cutscene and I'll like just have like a little tear that's like run down. Like I'll start tearing up and shit. Like it's kind of like when you're cutting onions, like that kind of tearing up. Like. Dude, that's what I got every time. It's weird.
Dude, I teared up. Like, dude, I teared up in Fallout 4 when I found my fucking old ass son. My old ass.
So you were like bawling. So you were bawling your eyes out in the very beginning of The Last of Us. Then you must have.
I was crying when I met that old ass kid.
That is too fucking funny.
Little grandpa. Fucking father.
Everyone's about to be laughing at you when they hear this shit, man. I'll tell you that.
No, dude, I'm definitely down for it. I'll definitely try it though. If they come with a Killzone, dude, fucking, I'm with it. I'm definitely with that Horizon. I've been looking into that a little bit. Definitely hyped for that.
I haven't actually, I haven't really looked into it at all, but I'm
gonna have to. I mean, do that.
I'm kind of hyped about it, like just talking about it and giving you the information about like that game release. It seems like there's been a lot of work put into it. So I mean, I might have to do my research and see what all the fuss is about, you know.
Do that. As for my next piece of loot, so PS4 and Xbox One added another free-to-play MMO. What do you think about that, Deacon?
What's that? Can you repeat that?
I said PS4 and Xbox One added another free to PS4 and Xbox One added another free to play MMO. What do you think about that?
I thought you were playing that, right? Like, what the fuck was that called? I didn't even catch it.
Oh, what, the MMO? No, that's free game of the month that I was playing. I'm talking about they added another free to play MMO.
What would that be?
That would be Star Trek Online, and I actually downloaded it.
Did you play it?
No, I haven't played it yet. I downloaded it. I read some reviews, kind of mixed reviews. Now, Star Trek Online releases on PS4 and Xbox One today. The game originally released with a subscription-based model for PC in 2010. Star Trek Online has more than 130 story missions and features classic Star Trek actors such as Jerry Ryan, Michael Dorn, and Tim Russ. Its first two expansions and major updates are available on the console versions as well. Now, I never watched Star Trek, never got into it. It looked boring as fuck. But the game kind of looks alright. You already know, we're into MMOs. So I'm just gonna try it off the fucking base of it being an MMO in space and see where it goes from there. Dude, from what I've seen from the little video that played, it was like, it almost looked like No Man's Sky idea.
See, I mean, to me though, like, I do have a little bit of input for you with this new game, but in terms of, I mean, my feelings about this, I never got into the Star Trek series. So I don't think an MMO about Star Trek is really gonna... I'm sure, like, a lot of the fans that are listening are gonna be like, "What the fuck? You doesn't like Star Trek?
How dare you?"
You know what I mean? But, yeah, you fucking bastard. You should be. You need to like Star Trek. You know.
He's like, "Fuck your 2 cents."
Fuck Star Trek. Like, I never got into it. Like my dad used to love Star Trek. My grandpa loved Star Trek. It's like every time I watched it, I felt like 20 years older.
Dude, maybe playing the
like,
MMO will spark an interest, dude, and who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, even then, man, I don't know, man. If you, like, alright, if you message me or something and you're like, dude, this new Star Trek MMO is BA, you gotta check it out. I'll be like, alright, bro, I'll kind of poke into it a bit. If you give me some really good feedback, like, it has to be astounding feedback. Like, it has to be really good.
Just the
like,
fact of it being a free-to-play MMO isn't good enough for you?
No, it's not. It's not. Not at all. If you text me and you're like, it's alright, I might get into it, but I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
You know,
I'm kind of looking forward to hopping into it for a couple hours.
Like, well, you're on your own, you better find a new MMO buddy, because I'm out. But dude, we definitely need to find like a new MMO to start playing.
Yeah, I'm definitely with the...
I liked Neverwinter, I really did. I got into Neverwinter, and then when I hit level 70, I was like, dude, this is fucked. and then you're sitting there at level 65, and you're just like, wait, was the cap 70? I think it was 60, wasn't it?
It was 70.
Yeah, it was 70. Yeah. So I hit 70, right? And then this guy, like, I spent money. Like, I put money into, like, this badass companion, like the Dev Companion. He was, like, $12 real-time money on the PlayStation Store. Like, I put money into this, you know? And I hear Deuce, and I was like, Deuce, when I hit 70, this shit just got so bad. Like, this is fucked. Like, this is just, it just sucks. And Deuce was like, well, cool. Thanks for letting me know. I'm only 65, so I can just quit now. Didn't spend any money, and I'm just like, fuck you, dude. Like, I put money into it. I hit 70. I did the grinding. I did everything. And then he's just like, well, sucks for you. Like, I don't know. I feel like we did this a lot. So.
It's funny. It's not a bad game. I'll go back to it. Neverwinter was fun.
Yeah, well, you know, go ahead and hit 70. Then you're gonna.
It's just I want an MMO where we had that. I think I'm ready to go back to ESO pretty soon. Like, yeah, I need that feeling again. Yeah.
Yeah.
That accomplished feeling again. Like, you know what I need, dude? My RuneScape days. I need that feeling. Like, I need that. Fucking MMOs are the shit, dude. When you get a solid one and you're fucking on there, oh man, that's it.
Yeah. ESO actually had kind of a WoW feeling to it.
Yeah, it definitely did.
I mean, I've never played WoW, but I mean, a lot of the feedback that I've received about that game is like, wow, this is just like WoW.
Yeah, it definitely did.
I just said WoW at the same time. That kind of sounded like shit. But anyway, yeah, on and
no
upwards.
puns.
All right, so you just gave me, yeah, puns for days, you know? Anyhow, you gave me the last piece of the loot cache, right? So now it's me.
Yeah, you got one more. I actually have another little piece. Well, it's just a little piece of loot, a little bit of information on the free games this month. But you go ahead with your piece of fucking loot there, buddy.
Nah, because I mean, either way, like, you can either go on with that, because I still have two more topics. I still got Black Ops 3 and Rainbow Six Siege, so I can hit those now, and then you can wrap it up with your last piece, or either way, doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, fucking shoot for it, bro. Just shoot for it. Go. Good.
All right. Here goes nothing, you know. Anyway, so I got a couple things for the loot to add, so I'm just gonna get that done now. So Black Ops 3 is the next topic that I have to bring up. I never bought the game, never played the game, never wanted to play the game. I heard it sucked. The whole like jumping on walls and stuff like that just didn't really appease me all that much, so I just didn't even bother. So, but to all you Black Ops 3 fans, and I know there's quite a few of you out there, the last DLC is out as of yesterday. I don't know if that goes for PlayStation and Xbox. I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure it's the same though for both platforms, but who knows? Apparently, this last expansion will add 4 new multiplayer maps and will wrap up the zombie storyline that began 8 years ago with Call of Duty World at War. The DLC is called Salvation. Now, going back to my last point here, I wasn't even aware that there was a storyline behind the zombie modes. Like, I didn't even know. Like, I knew that there was like cutscenes and stuff. Like, apparently they're supposed to, like, in this last zombie map, they're supposed to bring back Rick Coffin, and they finally find this guy. It's like, what the fuck? Like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, I just was there to kill zombies and have a good time. Like, I wasn't there to pay attention. Like, when you play, like, a shooter game, like Battlefield 1 or Modern Warfare 2, it's like, you're not really playing it for the story. Like, I really rarely ever really played the like careers and the campaigns and shit. And even when I did, I was just there for the fucking cranking up my stereo and just kind of getting into it. You know what I mean? I wasn't actually following it, you know?
Yeah.
But games like The Last of Us, I actually get into the story. Like, I'm very attentive. I pay attention to that shit. But when I'm playing a shooter game, I'm not really paying attention. So, I mean, for all you people that are, like, super excited for the wrapping up of the zombie apocalypse, ending to that whole thing, maybe they might actually come up with something good for their future, so I am really looking forward to that. But all you guys that want to see the wrap up of the zombie apocalypse over the past 8 years since the Call of Duty World at War, it has finally arrived, so download the Salvation DLC for Black Ops 3, and hopefully it'll make your dreams come true, but I doubt it. I don't know. So next piece here we have Rainbow Six Siege. There was a leak on Reddit saying that they might release, well, they're probably going to release a second season pass for the second year. I don't know if anybody else has heard about this, but that's what was leaked on Reddit. And apparently when they were confronted of the question, hey, are you putting out, you know, a new season pass for the second year, like, they totally didn't, like, outright denied the question flat out, like, we're not answering that question, like, period. So I guess they want it to be like a surprise or something. Like, I guess they're like, they must believe in Santa Claus because they obviously like surprises. But anyway, yeah, you dirty fuck. It's over. It's over for you. I learned Santa Claus was fucking totally fake when I was like 4, right? You know, like, I found, like, a present, like, on my grandma. Like, my grandmother and grandfather, they didn't really care about that shit, you know? Like, they just left gifts, like, lying around the house. You know, they'd buy it, wrap it, and just leave it there. So, like, I was, like, walking through the house, and I saw a present, and, like, I, like, checked the tag, and it said, to Alec, from Santa Claus. And I'm like, it's 3 days before Christmas. What the fuck is this? I was like, are you telling me you were lying to me this whole time, you bastard? But anyway, back to Rainbow Six Siege. They're coming up on their 1-year anniversary, and I never played it. I've never bought it, never even played like a demo of it ever. But with this new word that they might come up with another season pass for the second year, that would mean they're putting out more, like, more additional content and DLC. So you would think over the 2 years it would probably accumulate, and there would be a lot of add-ons. Like, I know in the beginning of the game, before the add-ons, before the DLCs, it was a very short game. You know, like, you played through it, and then boom, you hit the level cap, and that was it. So they were kind of in a rush to, either they were in a rush to release the game, or they were in a rush, well, they obviously were in a rush to get the DLCs out, because players wanted more, you know what I mean? Because they weren't given much to start with. So with this new stuff coming out in the course of another year, if it does, I probably am going to get Rainbow Six Siege and just give it a try. I might just like buy a demo from Redbox or something and just see what's up.
Yeah,
And
that's
if
what
I
I
get
did,
into
dude.
it, and yeah, like I know you didn't really get into into that whole game. Like, what is it really? Because I haven't played it, so I don't know.
Dude, I fucking forget now. I just remember not enjoying my little bit of time with it. It got old real fast. So I remember. I remember spending maybe an hour, just yeah, and that was it. And I think it was only match. It
See,
was
dude,
only online. I think that was the thing. Um,
yeah, it's an apparently from what I've heard, it's an MMO. Like it's a first person. I think it's first person, but it was a shooter MMO.
yeah,
So that's pretty cool. But I think your problem is why you don't like video games or certain video games is because you only play them for an hour. Like
yeah.
you got to put in a
Well,
little bit
no.
more
Well,
time.
see, an hour is enough time for me to tell if I'm gonna like the base of a game, because we know enough. We play enough games that we know when something's gonna have potential within the first hour. You know. And especially
Yeah,
a game like that where there's no you're not getting your hand held through things really. It's like here's how you do it. Now play a game. It's you know what I mean. You know if you like it after a couple matches, and wasn't my thing. Didn't
yeah.
dig it.
I don't know.
Something
Like
like that you
I
can
try to
easily
put
spend an
in.
hour.
I mean, I feel you on that. Like I dig that, but I usually try to like put in, a few hours
Yeah.
just to see if it will captivate my mind.
Oh,
And if
believe
it
me, if I
doesn't,
could bear it, you're gonna get a few hours out of me. But that was just one of them ones I was like, fuck this. I'll play fucking UFC or whatever the fuck else was there. Like,
I think my problem is like usually when I get a game, I go and buy a game from from GameStop. Like I'll hear the
yeah,
game's coming out, and then I'll just be like, all right, dude, I'm like super hyped for this, so I'm gonna go and purchase it. So I'll buy the game, for
yeah,
$60 outright, flat out. I won't rent it. I won't check it out. I won't scope it out and look up reviews. Well, I always look up a review, and I usually stick to IGN reviews because I feel like they rate pretty rough on games, and so that makes them pretty good critics. So but it's kind of like constructive criticism, which is the best kind. So, uh, so it's like I buy the game, and if I don't like it, I'm fucked. Then I'm $60
yeah.
out.
That's what
And
just happened to me with
it's
No
like,
Man's Sky, dude. That shit's just fucking a $60 fucking collecting dust, fucking paperweight, dude. Like, shit's
dude, I
frustrating.
should be that dickhead like you are. And I should just sit here and be like, I told you so.
Yeah, you actually
Sucks for
should.
you.
Dude, I want to wipe my fucking ass with that disc.
Oh my god, you should do it.
I should do
You
it
should like
and
take a
send it to
video
Hello
of that and put
Games.
it up on the YouTube channel.
Be like,
Yeah,
these
that
are
too.
my feces smeared across your fucking No Man's Sky.
This is what your game deserves.
This is my
Get outta
fecal
here with
matter.
this shit. Oh man, that is too.
That's dark.
That is too. That is too brown. All right, let's. So what's your last piece of loot here?
Last little piece of loot
wrap
is
up
the
this
free
segment.
games of the month this month for PlayStation Network. I'm actually excited about it this month. We have the game that got rated really highly. I think it actually was Game of the Year. I think somebody rated it Game of the Year.
Which one?
It was Journey for PS3,
Sure.
and it's a free download right now for PS4. And I don't understand it, the concept of it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try to find the gem in this game called Journey. Also this month for PlayStation 4, there's Lords of the Fallen, which also hasn't had bad reviews. So I think it looks like a hack and slash. It looks fun. So I'm definitely gonna download both of
Actually,
these, give them some time.
I have the game. I can put in some input on that.
Lords of the Fallen?
Of the Fallen. Yeah, I bought it outright when it came out, I think. And tell you the truth, I don't know what the review was. I don't know if you remember it, but the Lords of the Fallen game in the beginning, awesome graphics, dude. The graphics are fucking awesome. Like they're pretty good for what it is. It's basically identical to Dark Souls 3. It is Dark Souls 3. Like it is a spitting image. Like same controls. You can hit triangle to equip your shield or just two-hand your weapon. Like you could pretty much do whatever you want to do. It's just like Dark Souls 3, dude. The same battle mechanics, same controls, but with a different aspect. in the beginning of the game, you're gonna find shit pretty difficult. You're gonna have to grind out points and all this stuff to level up and start taking on these higher level enemies. But as you start progressing through the game and getting better weapons and better gear, the game becomes easier and easier and easier, and it kind of loses that difficult touch, like that feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, I didn't actually play. I didn't play it till end game. So if you download it and you like it, man, all the more power to you. It's a pretty good game. Good graphics, pretty solid mechanics. It's a pretty good system. Like the point system is like kind of like the Souls thing in Dark Souls, except it's a little bit different. Like as you kill enemies, you gain their souls or their points or whatever it is, and the more enemies you kill, you get like some kind of a multiplier, and that multiplier will go up with more and more kills that you accumulate. So you could like push it and be like, all right, I'm a badass and I'm invincible and I can't die, and you can just kind of roll through the game and try to really increase that multiplier and just get mad points. Okay?
Yeah.
But when you die, you have to trek back all the way to where those things are. And unlike Dark Souls, it's unlimited. You just have to get to your souls and not die so that you can pick them up. You know, in Lords of the Fallen, there's a time limit. Like you have a certain amount of time to go pick up your shit. You know what I mean? So if you don't make it, or you spend too much time like fucking around with this enemy and you can't pass them, your shit will disappear flat out. And you're gonna lose it. So it has that type of risk and reward system. So I mean, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, if I could rate it, I would probably give it like a 7.5, 7, probably a solid 7. I mean, it's a decent. Like I would recommend it for like a playthrough if you get into it.
That's dope. Oh, dude, we got comments in here. Somebody's commenting live. Garcia Bros, what's going on, man? Yeah, we're shooting our first episode of our podcast. Nice to have you with us. We're actually getting towards the end of it now, which brings us into our last segment here. We're going to call it Nickel and Diamond it, and it's just going to be our wrap-up period.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
Yeah, dude, Nickel and Diamond, dude. So you got anything to say on the way out? Say, shout out your sponsors, where you got your info, resources. Anything to say, Deacon?
Yeah, to all you viewers, thanks for watching, and I hope you had a great time. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. We're going to be putting out a lot of stuff in the future. More episodes are coming your way. We put one out. We're trying to do it, I don't know, man, like what, every 2 weeks?
We're doing it every 2 weeks right now.
Yeah, if you guys want to see something, or you guys have like a recommendation of something you want us to talk about, just kind of shoot it in the comments and we will be sure to get to it. We have a Facebook page. It's called Our 2 Cents. So you can go up there and you can find our stuff, and you can give it a like, and all of our stuff will be right there for you. So but yeah, as far as that whole 2 weeks thing goes, if you guys want to see like a certain episode at a certain time, you can always just kind of pop that in the comments, and we can try to you can try to get to that for you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And as far as my resources, I got most of my stuff from GameSpot, so that's where I went for most of my research, and that's pretty much all I have. So, Deuce, I mean, whatever you got, brother, wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
Like sponsors, T-shirts.
Yeah, like Deacon said, we are sponsored by Lurk Boys Apparel, so if you do want T-shirts or anything like that, we could set you up with the website. Just hit us up on our Facebook page. We do have our blog site getting together, so we will have our RSS feed. We will be on iTunes podcast. We will be also on SoundCloud. We think we're going to put out a video portion on YouTube's eventually. Yeah, man, like you see, we have a format. We're working on it. I appreciate you guys having the Garcia Bros is in here with us still, and I appreciate that, brother. That's awesome.
Yeah, really cool, man.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, just look for us on Facebook at R2 Cents, and that's it, right? It's not R2 Cents Podcast. It's just R2 Cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, R2 Cents. And like he said, we're doing it bi-weekly right now. I'd like to say we can do this weekly. It's not a problem. The editing gets a little rough, but it's no big deal. We can do this weekly. We just need the backing, man. Just get on there, support us, subscribe. Shit, we're out of here, man. Now that we got some time, we're gonna go on to a Let's Play. If you guys want to follow us over, we're gonna start a new video, do a little Let's Play on Battlefield, and have a little fun with it. So we'll see you guys. Actually, dude, let's just shoot for next week. We'll start this weekly thing now. We're gonna shoot for next week. So we'll send you our Well, this episode should be edited and out within the next 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll shoot for next week for another one. Until
Deuce,
then, this is our 2 cents with Deuce
and Deacon.
All right, guys.
Hope you all enjoyed. Take it easy. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, Deacon. You still? Yeah, we're still on because there's 3 people in here and we have commenters now. I don't really want to close the video out, but I need that other video for edit. So, how do you want to? I guess I have to close that anyway because we're gonna be streaming on Battlefield. So if you guys want to follow us over, I'm gonna start a new video in about, I'd say 2 minutes, and follow us over. We're gonna fucking collect some bodies.
Yep, I'm gonna get some grub.
All right.
Shit.